Hello, it's Angus here at the Bureau of Meteorology, checking out the weather forecast for Thursday the 17th of April, heading in towards that long weekend. And while much of the country will enjoy fine, settled, warm weather before Easter, there's certainly some things to look at on the weather map. Firstly, out here over the east, if I just get out of the way, this deep, nasty looking low pressure area, that was a Tropical Cyclone Tam. It is no longer a tropical cyclone, but still a powerful weather system. A little closer to home, we've got Tropical Cyclone Errol, which is not far off of the Kimberley coast by Thursday. But across mainland Australia, it's dry weather for the most part, except for this colder air moving across southern parts of WA, bringing showers and thunderstorms down there. Let's do the flyover for all of the states. Starting in Queensland, it is actually going to be a lovely day up here. Clear, dry, sunny. Not particularly warm for this time of year, near seasonal maximum temperatures. Very little rain anywhere across the state, just a few showers in the very far north here. We will be seeing some gusty winds along exposed parts of the southeast coast, and those winds could also generate some large waves across those southeast coastal waters. A few showers are anticipated around the coastal fringe of New South Wales on Thursday, but if you live more than about 10 kilometres away from the ocean, very little chance that you'll get rainfall for Thursday, and even those places that do, it's likely just going to be a couple of millimetres. Further west, it's going to be a clear and sunny day for all of these locations. One major watch point is going to be the coastal conditions along the water. Thanks to that big low pressure area to the east, we expect some large waves to impact the east coast of the country. So if you're heading down to the beach, out on the boat, maybe surfing, it is definitely worth checking out the hazardous surf and the coastal hazard warnings for eastern parts of New South Wales. Temperatures are a little warm for the time of year, but we're seeing that classic daily temperature swing, which we do associate with autumn. Take Canberra, for example, a chilly 4-degree start, but a warm 24-degree afternoon. It's another sunny, clear, hot day for Victoria. Temperatures continue to be way above average for the time of year. High 20s, low 30s across the state, and actually a few more days like that as well, at least the first half of the long weekend before it's a shift to cooler, cloudier, and perhaps wetter conditions on Sunday. We'll have mild temperatures throughout Tasmania. Cloudy skies though for much of the day, and those cloudy skies will bring a few light showers here or there across the state. And honestly, those showers could hit almost anywhere, but even when they do arrive, they're going to be fleeting and move through pretty quickly. Only a low chance of showers for Hobart. They've got a high of 22, and we go a couple of degrees above that in Launceston at 24. We could wake up to some fog on Thursday morning for South Australia. That'll melt away pretty quickly as the sun comes out, and then it's more of the same really, warm, mostly clear, and mostly sunny as well. Perhaps a little bit more cloud there compared to recent days. Adelaide will be a touch cooler than where it's been sitting so far this week with a high of 26, but there's still 30 degrees through parts of the Murraylands and in the state's north. A widespread thunderstorm risk is expected across southern parts of WA during Thursday, probably not hitting Perth or the southwest coast, but a little bit inland around the wheat belt, the Great Southern, the Goldfields, and down to the south and southeast coasts. All of those places could see storms, maybe severe thunderstorms, which could bring some pockets of heavy rainfall, which may lead to areas of flooding. But if you don't get those really heavy rains, then it will be welcome wet weather across agricultural areas. Further north, it is going to be dry and sunny across the Pilbara, but certainly worth paying attention to what's going on over the water, because we've got the tropical cyclone to the north, which could be a severe Category 3 tropical cyclone by Thursday. It is forecast to do a bit of a U-turn as well and start heading back towards that WA coast, potentially weakening as it does so, but certainly a weather system to watch heading into Easter weekend. Elsewhere across Australia's north, it feels like the tail end of the wet season actually, because we've got some slightly drier air pushing across most of these areas. Not a lot of rainfall on the map. A few storms possible around Arnhem Land. And of course, watching what's going on here north of Broome with Tropical Cyclone Errol, even though it will be offshore during Thursday, not really impacting the country's weather. Speaking of Easter, let's just start with a quick look at the long weekend. Good Friday's weather here will hold on to clear, dry and sunny conditions across almost all of eastern Australia. Maybe the odd shower down around Hobart, but temperatures are mild there. Some of the rain from the southwest will push in towards Western Australia, towards South Australia, but unfortunately no big rainfall totals there. I know you would like a little bit of wet weather in that part of the country. And of course, we are monitoring what's going on with the tropical cyclone, probably still offshore during Friday, but getting quite close to the coast north of Broome. To see the rest of the long weekend forecast, find your location on the Bureau's website or app. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.